we're definitely getting a flashback in Stranger Things season 5.
You have already lost.
What's up, guys? We are back for another video. What type of video? A Stranger Things season 5 video. We got to talk about some set photos we got here. And before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. And to get into everything, so we got some set photos of Stone Mountain, the woods, and a potential castle Byers being built, or just it being weathered down from previous events in Stranger Things. To get into it, we've talked about this in previous videos where we're thinking that we're going to get a flashback in Stranger Things season 5. I mean, this is the final season. I can definitely see the Duffers, going back and just showing us stuff that didn't, happen through the timeline, but it did, if that makes sense. Kind of showing us things that happened in season 1, things like that to bring everything together, especially with Will being connected to Vecna. So I'm gonna tell you what I think. So we got this picture right here, and this is in Stone Mountain. This is in the woods, and we see the upside down vines going up the trees and everything. But in the back we see Castle Byers. It looks like it's either getting built or it's just like a weather look for it. And we all know that Castle Byers is connected to Will Byers. That was his almost like his safe spot. It was very special to him and things like that. So it can go a lot of ways with this, but I definitely think this is just confirming for sure. Like, this is definitely it. Like, almost like, in my opinion, like 85% confirmed we're getting a flashback scene. I can see them going back, showing us Will, in season 1, going through everything and almost kind of showing us where Vecna was with Will. Because you remember Vecna was basically saying, I was always there. You remember what Billy said, in season 3 to 11, saying that they've been building this the whole time. He was
all this time we've been building it.
He was, Vecna was talking through Billy. So I think that it's going to be something them explaining where he was always there with Will. He was always there from the moment Will went into the upside down. When he had the rifle in the shed, he took it to the upside down. I think Vecna, he was there. He's a part of the Demogorgons, the Mind Flayer. Vecna is everything when it comes to the upside down. So I think they're going to try to explain that, how he's so connected to Will for sure. And remember, we got that scene with Will in Castle Byers. He was like, just emotionally traumatized, just laying there, and he started singing, that song him and Jonathan always, sung, that should I stay or should I go. But we got basically a little bit of the first episode months ago with Stranger Things season 5, and it says Darkness of Stranger Things season 5, scene 1, chapter 1. It says, the sound of cold wind, groaning trees, and a child's voice singing a familiar song. So once I heard this, I immediately thought about Will Byers and, Castle Byers laying down, a rainy night, him just traumatized off everything from the upside down, and him just singing that song. This is us for sure getting told that we're going to have an opening in season 1, episode 1 with Will Byers. I can even see that just off the fact how I ended with Will touching the back of his neck. I can see it kicking up. That's just iconic. That's bone chilling, bro, just to hear that song going. And we jump over to Castle Byers and see Will laying there, and it's like, we can see everything that happens. Remember, Demogorgon was on top of Castle Byers in that scene. So just them going back that far to show us how connected Vecna is to Will is insane. So I can definitely see that happening. And we also, got a video of it. This is definitely Castle Byers with the upside down hovering over it. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy because we saw a lot of things. We saw like Mike looking younger on set and things like that. I don't think Will is going to be the only flashback we get. I think we're going to get multiple flashbacks to explain a lot of like side stories that we had going on and things that are still left open. But mainly, I think Will be the main focus of season 5 because I think we overlooked Will. And I remember the Duffers saying they wanted to go back to how it started, and how it started was with Will Byers, him getting took to the upside down. So how it will end, in my mind, is with Will Byers. So I can definitely see that just being a whole thing, showing how Vecna's been in Will's life and everything. Because you remember in season 4 how he grabs his neck and he's like, I feel him, like, you know, basically he's still here. So it's almost like, you know, a lot of people say they think that Will was a spy for Vecna. You know, he was a spy. He was put in that group to kind of see what they were doing. He's, you know, using Will, and I can see that actually happening too. You know, I think Will is a bigger character than we think, and I think we're gonna find that out in season 5. And I said this, I'm predicting maybe it takes for Will to get, you know, maybe he has to leave. Maybe he has to check out the group for them to go back to normal because he's a part of Vecna. You know, Eleven's like that too. You know, she has the powers and everything. So, but I'm leaning more towards Will when it comes to that. Also, I remember that also when Will and Mike got into that argument and everything, and he basically was saying like, we're into girls now. We don't want to play D&D and stuff like that. And Will ends up going and breaking down Castle Byers. Remember, he broke it down and he just tore it apart and things like that. So it could also be present day. Maybe they're rebuilding it for a present day scene. Maybe, you know, this could be some type of attachment that Will ends up having to go where it started, which was like Castle Byers is one of the things that kind of, you know, he had a lot of experience with the Upside Down with. So maybe he has to rebuild it. Maybe that's the portal. Maybe that's where they know Will will be, especially Vecna. Maybe he knows like, okay, Will's going to be here. That's Castle Byers. We had some experiences there in the past. So maybe they rebuild it and it's like the portal for him to go to the Upside Down. Maybe it's like a gate. You know, we had multiple gates. We had Lover's Lake as a gate. Maybe Castle Byers is one of those, becomes one of those gates. Who knows? Because something happened there. But I think it was based off like deaths where the gates were open, I want to say. But yeah, I remember that Will tore down Castle Byers and everything. And I just think this just kind of confirms that we're going to potentially get a flashback with Will Byers and Castle Byers. But it can also mean that they're rebuilding it for a present day scene, possibly. That just being something that Will goes back and visits. Maybe Will even rebuilds it himself just for some like nostalgia reasons because he misses the old days. You know, he's been kind of pulling apart from the group. We saw it in season 4 when he's crying in the Surface Boy van with Mike. Like he feel like he's losing his friends. They don't play D&D no more. They're all interested in girls and stuff like that. And you know, life is changing and Will is not adapting. So maybe he does something cool like that. Who knows? But I definitely feel in my heart this is going to be a flashback scene to explain more with Vecna and Will. And I think that'll be a cool way to start off hearing that song and having him and Castle Byers just kind of traumatized. That's just my opinion though. But overall, I cannot wait for Stranger Things season 5. They've been giving us, you know, a lot of teasers, the Duffer Brothers and stuff like that. You know, them saying that they want to go back and focus on the kids. That just got me hyped because season 1 was just a time to be alive when you're like your first time watch with season 1. So I'm excited. I definitely think Will might be a goner though. I don't know why. Something in my heart thinks he might be a goner because he's so attached to the Upside Down and Vecna. And I think they're going to come to reality to figure that out. I mean, they damn near found out in past episodes. Remember Mike? They was like, it's not, you know, Will. It's not how he is. And he remember they was trying to burn it out of him and shit. And they were saying that when he was in the hospital bed, I forgot what they said. Jonathan was in there, and they found out like he was really attached to the Upside Down. So, but yeah, you all comment down below what you all think about this. And we've got more Stranger Things season 5 videos on the way. But unfortunately, it's the end of the video. I want you to hit me up on my social media. ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY on TikTok, right now on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter. And yeah, you all right there where it says subscribe. Next, we'll click join and become a member of the channel. And yeah, you all, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Until next time.